everybody, my name is AJ. Welcome to the music scene today. On the show, we are joined by the very lovely, the very talented Miss Abby Sky. Abby, welcome to the music scene. So great to have you here today.
Thanks for having me.
It's a very exciting time. Lighthouse Rock is on its way, October 14. Abby Sky Band will be playing there, along with another amazing lineup of artists. Tell me, what can we expect from the Abby Sky Band this year?
Well, we're going to, again, do mostly original songs. So there'll be a few from the last CD, but be debuting a couple of new ones as well. So that's going to be pretty cool. And yeah, just a couple of other little surprises that we're planning.
I had heard a bit of a rumour about some surprises for this year's show. Is there any clues or hints you can give us? She says with glee.
No, just trying to up the ante, just trying to give people something a bit exciting.
Yeah, that's going to be very cool. I know I was front and centre last year's show, which was very, very cool. And I had the privilege of chatting with Ivor Davies not long ago, which was such a thrill for me. And I asked him the same question: how do you and the band prepare for a massive show like this? Is there something that you do, or how do you get your sets in line?
I think we just spend a lot of time working on what we're going to do, workshopping it to make sure it's as awesome as it can possibly be, and make sure we get enough rehearsal time in. But other than that, we, just before the gig, we usually just let our hair down a little bit and just have fun. They're amazing people, and we're all, dear friends. So it's any time that we just get together to do anything like this is special for us anyway. So we just have a blast.
That's so cool. So you do have Craig, Rowan and Christian, again, all amazing artists in their own right. How did you guys all come together to be the Abby Sky Band?
Well, we all met in at different times and in very different ways, and then I think the band kind of came together around 2015, just as I was wrapping up Mission X, the band that I was running. We were doing really heavy repertoire, and it was wrecking my voice just a little bit. As fun as it was, God, it was fun. But yeah, I just wanted to put something a little bit more polished together, and sort of thought about who I'd really like to work with in the next lineup, and then we put this together. It's just been magic.
Yeah.
But I've known Craig for I met him when I first moved to Queensland, so that's well over 10 years now. And then Christian and Rowan not long after that, and it's just merged.
It just
really
happened
really well.
Yeah, the universe provided, so to speak.
Totally.
Now you wear a number of musical hats, don't you? You're a singer, you're a songwriter, you're a producer. You produce all of your own music and video clips, and you just do everything. Is there an aspect of that, like they're obviously all very intertwined, but is there an aspect that you enjoy more than another?
Probably couldn't say there is. I love elements of each part of it so much, and you, like you say, it's a beautiful thing to be able to put it all together and to be able to treat each aspect individually as well. I love the creative process and refining a song, and whether it takes a week or 3 years to just keep working it until it's like, yep, now it's got that thing, to then performing it on stage is a thrill, as you know. And then I love giving the story and the song new life with a video behind it as well after that. And I get excited about each part of it. Yeah,
and how cool is it to have control over every aspect? Like it really is a bit of you, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I've always enjoyed that. I would like to branch out a bit more and work with some other professionals in the field, people that are better at aspects of it than I am. And yes, I'm open to sort of hoping to meet those sorts of people. But until then, I love doing it on my own, and I learn more about it each time as well, and get a bit better at it.
Yeah, well, you seem to be doing pretty good to me, if I might say so. Thanks. So you produced and released your last album in 2021, Build a Castle with Me. Tell me about the process of creating that album.
A lot of the songs I've been working on for over 5 years. Like some of them
Wow.
I'd started recording and then put a pause on, or even started writing. Like some of them I rewrote choruses 5-6 times and just went, nope, still not right, start again. And then we really wanted to get it out before, I think it was the Sounds of Rock Festival that year. So then all of a sudden I put this deadline on, which was something like 6 to 8 months, something like that. And I went, all right, well, you know.
Better get to it.
Yeah, so then, geez, there were late nights. I think I didn't have a day off for about 3.5 months.
Gosh.
So I would work till sunrise most mornings, and then crash in my studio, and then my partner Wayne would come and take over for a couple of hours until I woke up, and then I'd be back on it, and it was crazy, but we got it done.
Yeah, wow. And is there a song or an aspect of the album that you're most proud of?
I love how Gasoline turned out. That
Yeah.
was one of my favourite songs, and that one actually wrote itself in a weekend, 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah, and
So
it was
tell me
finished.
about that.
It just appeared.
Yeah, that's
I think
super cool.
started just with the beat, that 6/8 sort of pulsing beat,
Yeah.
and a couple of chords behind it, and then the melody appeared and the lyrics just flowed. I thought, all right, I'll roll with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the production of it was all pretty easy as well. Just finding all those nice little pulsing things, and what the guys gave me as well. Christian's guitars, just beautiful. Like everything that everyone did was just stunning.
Yeah.
And stitching it all together at the end was just lovely.
What a dream to have that just fall out of the sky, so to speak.
Yeah,
So-
that was a total blessing. And
Yeah.
then we filmed it on my property, and Daryl Irvine, the very talented cinematographer that we worked with, friend as well. Yeah, we just had a ball.
Like waves of the ocean, we build and we crash in the dark, tossing and turning, religiously falling apart. Nothing feels sacred or pure anymore. I want to believe, but in what I'm not sure. To dust we return, from the dust we were born, but there's so much more. Everyone knows it's a dangerous game. They're playing with fire and fueling the flame. Every single temptation we took happily. Now we're caught up in all the material things, obsessed with the thought of what fame could bring. We just assume we can all live like kings and queens. Our greed is like gasoline. I wonder if God is ashamed to see what we've become. Ooh, we've lost sight of our way. What have we done? Ooh, we've gotta change everything, and we have the opportunity now. So let's run with it and turn this thing around. Oh, everyone knows like gasoline. Everyone knows it's a dangerous game, that we're playing with fire and fueling the flame. Every single temptation we took happily. Oh, 'cause we're caught up in all the material things, obsessed with the thought of what fame could bring. We just assume we can all live like kings and queens. Greed is like gasoline. We just assume we can all live like kings and queens. Greed is like gasoline. We just don't wanna live like kings and queens. Our greed is like gasoline.
So do you find you get very many songs like that, or is it more of a bit of a process for you when you're writing?
Yeah, that's rare. Most of the other songs on there were just painful births. Like, yeah. I remember Tum Tiki didn't know what it wanted to be for ages and ages, and I just kept, because that one was sort of written on the computer,
Yeah.
just mucking around with different things and then going, I don't know what the chorus is going to be, and so just adding lots and lots of different things and then going, yeah, I think that's kind of working. And yeah, I think it was very last minute for that one as well. It put up a bit of a fight, that song.
So you talk about Tum Tiki like it's got its own life almost. Is that the way that you see your songs?
Yeah. I sort of feel like they're gifts from above. Like, I don't know how you know, or other people get their inspiration or anything. For me, it's always bathrooms. So I'll be at a really noisy venue or something, and then go, you know, just the noise just lessens, you know, significantly, and then all of a sudden I'll hear something, because I'll hear things in the hum of a fridge or something like that. And just I remember Tum Tiki just coming one day, you know, in one of those little moments, just the tum tiki tum tum tum, and I just recorded that note, and I just played over it a heap of times, but I wasn't really getting anything more for it. So, but eventually it just sort of, yeah.
So when you get those moments, do you find yourself sort of scrambling for a pen or you know, your phone?
Yeah, it's usually the phone these days.
Yeah.
I remember trying to compose back in the day when, you know, we didn't have anything like that, and even the notation software, we didn't have any of that, and so anything I was writing for strings was, you know, on a
piece of paper.
Yep.
Old school.
Yeah. So it's a lot easier now. But yeah, definitely the phone, the voice memo thing. And that's always good when I get to this sort of point like now, where I'm going, okay, I'm going to put a new album together, what do I want to make? Then I can go through all of those and go, yeah, I think that's going to fit with this other material, or you know, I might just feel better about that one day, going, yeah, I'm enthused about that, or I'll listen back to something and go, no, I'm over that now.
Yeah. So it's more of a feeling.
Yeah. I think it really is, and you get that feeling when you know you're on the money as well. Like, if you might come up with something that you think, oh, I think there's something in it, but it's not thrilling me yet, so you workshop it until it does.
Yeah.
And then when you get that, yep, that's cool, that's what I aim for.
Yeah. So does that mean that, reading between the lines, that you do have some new album on the horizon? Is that where you're heading?
Yeah. Starting to wrap my head around what the next one's going to be now, and fleshing out some of the material, and like I say, I want to debut a couple of the songs for that at the next Lighthouse Festival. The CD won't be ready in time to sell it by then or anything like that, of course, but it's just a tricky sort of thing, because I've got so many songs in different genres.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to, at the moment, make it, you know, not too much of a mishmash of things, but at the same time give it enough variance, you know, and maybe break some of those ideals of what it needs to be. You know, for such a long time I've been told that, you know, you need to pick one genre and stick to it. I've never really agreed with that, but I understand where they're coming from. But it's finding that balance of what's going to be, I think, artistically appealing and versus something that isn't going to confuse audiences or make it a product that's difficult to market.
Yeah, that's understandable. So talking about projects, you have a very cool project that you're working on at the moment, Next Level.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's a talent quest for high school kids in the Bundaberg region. So working with the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. I was doing a function for them earlier in the year at the Waves, and I got chatting with Andrew Gifford, one of the directors. I was just telling him we were just talking about the community actually, how amazing, both got a lot to say about this community.
Bundaberg's very special.
It really is, yeah. And over the years, they've thrown a huge amount of support my way. And I was just saying I'd like to find something that I could do to sort of give back. And he had this idea and said, what about a talent comp? The winner can play at the game. And I thought, that's perfect. And then we decided to limit it to high school kids because there's already a few opportunities for adult musicians, but there aren't anywhere near as many for younger kids. And remembering what it's like at that age as well, especially with the world the way it is at the moment. Exactly. It's easy for kids to get distracted, to give it up, to choose something else. And I just thought if we can show them a little bit of how much support really will be behind them if they do choose to pursue something like this, then that might encourage them to stick with it.
Surprise when he saw his own eyes. I said, please, please understand, I'm in love with another man, and what he couldn't give me,
performance aspects as well. There's lots of younger people doing lots of stuff online and in front of the camera in their bedroom and that sort of thing, but that's a completely different experience to performing live and being, in front of an audience that may or may not be, receptive and that sort of thing as well.
Yeah.
So,
as you know, it's a whole different thing performing live. It's different to writing. It's different to doing stuff on camera. It's a different personal journey. It's a different skill set, and you need to do it a few times to understand what's involved and. I think work out some of the things that you should and shouldn't do. Like you can go into it going, okay, well this is fine or that's fine, and then you realise, okay, that doesn't look good, or it isn't received the way I thought it would, and you can just start shaping. Okay, well maybe I need to just craft it a little bit differently then. And I think they learnt a lot, about those sorts of various things, and we've offered mentorship as well to them afterwards, and hopefully we'll be doing it again next year as well. So the whole thing is just about trying to help them to get the next level for them, whatever that is, whatever they need.
That's fantastic. And tell me, what is it about performing live that you particularly love? Is there, what aspect of it?
Probably there's part of it that's very internal for me, and then part of it is the audience and what you can tell they're feeling and what they give you, and that exchange that happens in that moment. Like for me, having a good old scream is very therapeutic. Like I won't sing anything that I don't believe in the lyrics anyway, so it's already meaningful for me, and then getting to put that much passion and at times force behind it is a really powerful feeling. But then, you look out to the crowd and you see their faces and you realise it's doing something for them as well. And it's like, this is magic. This is a treat.
That's pretty cool. Very cool. Well, Lighthouse Rock is not very far away, October 14, sharing the stage with Icehouse, The Living End, Screaming Jets. Who else have we got? Baby Animals. Oh my goodness. Mason Rack Band, of course, Evergreen Oz, and the Battle of the Bands winner from this year. Are you judging again this year?
Not sure.
Oh,
yeah.
Exciting stuff. So we'll see what happens. It's just going to be amazing. I'm very much looking forward to seeing the Abbey Sky Band rocking the stage again on October 14. Thank you so much for coming and taking the time to chat with us today. It's been an absolute pleasure as always.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Abby, thanks so much for joining me here on The Music Scene today. It's been a real pleasure.
Thanks for having me, AJ.
Make sure you stay tuned to Wide Bay ITV for more Music Scene in the future. But for now, that's a wrap.
Oh, you guys are amazing. Oh, we are so honoured to be part of this amazing day, amazing event. Congratulations to everyone on making it happen. This is the perfect opportunity to introduce you to these legends. This is Christian O'Donnell. Rowan Hems. And Craig Kickbush. This is another one of the songs from my new CD.
What about Abbey Sky?
These Mondays are a troubling thing. Such aggravation over the littlest thing. Just one foul move and everybody turns. Get a judge, jury, an executioner. We get in the fights over the dumbest things, and we lose control no matter what it brings. And we know there are counting precious days, but we're happy to fight them away. So tell me, when did we surrender the ability to love one another? Why do we all have to climb on each other when we all know that it's true? change its mind. But we sure didn't keep living like we're enemies just 'cause we don't see eye to eye. No, 'cause we don't see eye to eye. You see it on the news and you hear it on the street. Things just ain't right and everyone can see it. Ooh, we know it can't change, but who's got the time when you're caught up with the pain inside? But you can lead a horse to water. Oh, but you can't change its mind. Well, but we sure did keep living like we're enemies just 'cause we don't see eye to eye. But you can't change its mind. Ooh, but we sure did keep living like ooh, 'cause we don't see eye to eye. 'Cause we don't see eye.
Oh, you guys are amazing. I don't want to go.